Welcome to an unusual episode of the AdoreKnit Podcast. I'm your host, Steph, also known as the Knitting Samurai, and AdoreKnit Steph over on Instagram. I have a whole bunch of lights in my face right now, so we'll see how this goes. It's an unusual episode because we're going to take a trip to the front here. Oh, this is a tough one. You have to help me. Okay, this is an Erin Lane bag I bought at SSK the year I went. I'm going to say Roland was born. It would have been like 2012. I think I went the first year for some reason. Maybe it was the second year, but I feel like it was the first year. And then I got in another year, but I couldn't go because little people. It didn't work for me. So I've only been once. I would love to go back, although I did not enjoy Tennessee heat. I am not a hot person. So this is Garter Stripe. Again, another one, I wrote it down. Oh, here we go. This is the Cline Shawl by Jennifer Dassau. I am not in love with this. It is a mostly purple shawl. I have a lot of purple shawls, but look at how far it's done. That's the thing that gets me, right? Like, I don't have to be in love with it. I can gift it to someone. It has, let me show you the face of it. These cool stripes of a variegated yarn. I can tell you what the yarns are. The purple is a Knit Picks. I knit a pair of socks out of it. And this one is Socks That Rock. I can tell by this cake. And it's nice and fat. And why is some acrylic riding around in there? That doesn't make sense. So, yeah. I don't want to knit it, guys. I don't. But look at how much is done. It's crazy. This would make an awesome gift for my cousin. I'm sorry, I don't have a picture for you. It's pre-stitch markers. So I know I worked on this in France. I have to keep it. I feel like I should have some mood music playing in the background. Okay, we're getting near the end of that pile. In this bag, in this corner, we have I want to say it's a bird leg bags. Yep, bird leg. Isn't this cute? It is a giant box bag that I got for Camp Loopy 2014. So, yeah, I would have been pregnant. Camp Loopy 2014. Oh, this pattern. So, I wanted to be Amy Beth. Who doesn't, right? Fat Squirrel Speaks. She makes beautiful bags. Not that I want to make bags, or I don't sew. My mom sews. But she knits these gorgeous projects. And she went on a tear knitting the Foolproof Cowl by Louise Bamzat. How about I don't guess? How about I look it up? Foolproof. So really cool construction. The finished object is Louise's Bangham. Really cool construction. Really nice finished object. And our dear Amy Beth made it look like it was nothing to knit. Like, it was a piece of cake. Like, she would close her eyes and poof, here was a new one. Like, she just banged them out like crazy. What happened was I was doing Camp Loopy and I ordered Dream Color Smooshy in 2 colors. So this has cashmere and the Evening Flamingo. I don't know what the other one's called. Anyways, a pale green with hints of pink in it, and then that gorgeous burgundy mauve color. And you could tell by the mess that this is in. I just want to see, there's a headset tangled up in this and a pen. I want to see how much knitting I got into it because I hated the knitting. I remember I hated it. And I was trying to complete it for Camp Loopy. And I knit Roland a sweater. So I had like finished one of the 3 projects and this was the next one and it killed me. It was not my thing. I'm throwing those away because they don't work with my phone. anymore because Apple. So it's still a tangly mess. You know what? We're going to take it off the holders because I really want to see. I should know better though, because I don't like knitting scarves. I know I don't. So this was basically a scarf that you assemble into a cowl. But I guess I couldn't have known that until I purchased the pattern. Yeah, so I made it through 1.5 repeats and completely lost my mind and hated it. So that's getting abroad. Because those are cashmere yarns and they could be put to way better use on some other 2-color project that I would greatly love to have, right? So, and this is holding 2 cables, which always need cables, always. It's like the perennial Christmas gift item for me. Because UFO. So that's done. Trash. Oh, the other color is damp pillow. Ew, that's so gross. If I have a damp pillow, it's because my hair's wet. And I really hate that. And I try and lay on it as long as I can. Way too much information. So that when I flip it over, the other side doesn't get too wet. And I can be like a normal, I don't know what these are. Some sort of twisty clasp things. I'm sure they're a kind of stitch marker. They might be good for seaming. So, there it is. An empty bag. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I've been avoiding this Erin Lane bag. It does not match my other Erin Lane bag, but it's definitely a cousin and in my color palette. I had bought this, did we live here? We didn't live here, but this would be great on one of my couch end tables underneath, right? There's the top and then there's a lower shelf because it so matches my house. So I really shouldn't be just storing projects in here. Pipe cleaners. Oh, this is, name that project. So what, do you have a guess? Would you like to guess what's in here before I drag things out? I'll give you a hint. Here's a piece. And there's the trash. So we've got some knit picks. I don't know where to put that. Some more knit picks, knit picks, knit picks. Palette. I've never been a fan of palette, but for this project I needed some skin pink. These are Jingle Bells. Here's another heel, slip stitch, and the fish lips kiss. See, I told you, they were everywhere. Here's a beard piece. Lots of papers, my goodness. More red. You getting it? You've gotten enough hints? Some cord for hanging them on the tree. Boatload of buttons. Oh no, these were in here. These are perfect for little boy sweaters. Those are perfect for little boy sweaters. I love a toddler in a rustic Fair Isle sweater. There's something about it. I think it's like the most perfect combination. Another red. All these reds and pinks. I don't have one in here. I know, you thought I was going to show you one. I don't have one. I do have a Fat Squirrel lavender from back in the day. Her old packaging. Knit Picks labels. For Rollin' with Love from Gran. I assure you, Gran and Roland were not involved in this package. Nope. Eyes. Oh, hey, there's a squirrel. 60/60 eyes. Can always use some eyes. Patterns. Ooh, a little notepad from Bird Leg Bags that says, "Thank you, Vicky." I'm gonna give that to Tristan. He can't take enough notes. Okay, that's it, guys. More crap type things. Yeah, a carabiner. I don't use those. Oh, but the boys might like that, right? Yeah, for on their backpacks. You know how boys are, at least around here. Around Casa de AdoreKnit. More eyeballs. And that's it. Okay, we got to the bottom. Wait, no, we didn't. It sounds like there's, buttons. Okay. Ooh, Tangerine Designs. I think that's Casey's button. And then, what was her name? No Makers. It's hardest. I need to put this out. Now you and I know why that's there, and only we know. Okay, so it's empty. Maybe I'll put all of the things to be frogged in here. But I will also put these scraps. One of those was String Theory in here. I'm gonna leave this with this. And this can go in here. Yeah, those can go there. So the project, that's a hat. Oh, who did I knit that hat for? Jane Richmond. I don't remember. I knit it for Lauren. Do you remember one year I knit like 15 of these adorable Santa Clauses and gave them to teachers, to all of the Fellows family, Steve's family. I gave my mom. I gave them to a bunch of people, and they were super addictive and so fun to knit. I was knitting them at Thanksgiving. So at Thanksgiving, I brought them for Steve's family because that's when everybody's together. And I was knitting them at the cottage for my family for later that year. So, oh, wow. And this is where my gingers are. I bought these when I was right out of college, and I took some fashion design classes in Boston. And so we had to have all these amazing tools, gingers, and all I remember buying the gingers because they were so expensive. Oh, and then like the forms for cutting out, I don't even know what they're called. The rulers that are shaped like the cuff of a sleeve that are curved. Anyways, had to buy all this stuff. Oh, look, there's some beads in here. Thank you very much. And, oh, those flosser things. Do you remember these? Yeah, you put your yarn through the hoop, and then this is a sturdy fabric, sturdy piece of plastic. You put that through, and then you can thread your needles. Other needle threader, jute. I think that was for hanging ornaments as well. And then a lot of bells and a chibi. So this is a total, the full package here. Oh, and some pipe cleaners. I'm gonna take them out. I'm sorry. This will either be the most interesting or the most boring episode ever. I really don't need all these bells. Okay. Jingle bells, jingle jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on one open sleigh. It's not Christmas. It's not Christmas. We've been at this UFO trip for so long. My camera is dying. I need to plug you in. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I was going to record a regular episode after doing this. I don't know if I'm going to feel like it, or it's going to be so not chatty because, hello, I've been talking for over an hour, which is not like me. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Da, 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 da. I don't know what I'm singing or why. Okay, I know what's in here. And this is a waterproof munchkin bag that I think is intended to be for cloth diapers or for swimming. I got it at Target. Oh, you're not seeing the pretty side. I liked it. I was trying to be economical with my storage ideas at the time, and I spent a lot of time in the baby section at Target. So I'm not sure if this was Roland or Tristan, probably Roland, but we could use it now because we're pool people. And goodness knows I have enough project bags. So this is something that I want to get back to. This is from the book New England Knits. This is the Melrose Peacoat by Cicely Glowick McDonald. And this is rough, guys. I printed this at work, and apparently it had the 8x17 paper in it. So, I mean 11x17. So that's the front. It's like a peacoat, hence the name. And then the back, oh, there's another picture of her wearing it. I'm taking the time to show you because this is kind of what motivated me to do this to begin with, because I want this now. And there's the back. It has this cool, I don't know what to call it. Is it a tree? No, it's a diamond pattern. I was using Cascade Eco Plus 100% Peruvian Highland wool, so it's definitely an outer piece. I have one front panel knit seed stitch, which is probably why it got put away. Oh, look, it just fits. Yep, that's gonna work. That's gonna work. So I had one front panel and the start of the other. Pretty good bit into it. And what can I tell you? These are, oh, a cardinal. Does everyone, or is this just a New England thing, that we say that when you see a cardinal, it's a loved one who's passed coming to visit you? Yeah. So we say that. So whenever we see a cardinal, I say hi to my Aunt Penny or hi to my Uncle Roy. I feel like they're watching over me and with me a lot. At least she is. So I have this. And I would like to finish knitting it. So what's the needle size? I know it's huge. I would like to wear it because, as I said on other occasions, I'm cold all the time. US size 10, and it's a bulky weight yarn. Super quick knit, right? So that is definitely going in the to be finished immediately pile. Let's put it in here. So it's out and looking at me and saying, knit me before it gets too warm. Seriously, I should be able to knit that in 2 weeks. I've got the like, I will knit it someday, knit right away, and then the empties. Okay, keep going. My big fat squirrel bag. This was also a Thanksgiving bag in my head. Decorator fabric. I think I have a stitch marker clipped on the handle. I like to do that a lot with my bags. Do you do that? It's a great place to store them. I'm telling you. So, in here, oh, well, this is pretty recent. Would you like some Splenda? This is Knit Picks Felici. I was working on these as part of the bingo for Pigskin Party, and I hated them. So I set them aside and did a different bingo project. So I have a pair and some more. I'm so disorganized sometimes. Yeah, I should just finish them because they're this far along, leaving the ends and call them good. I was knitting these for Tristan's teacher. She's a petite woman. I am not a petite woman. Oh, this one has a thumb on it. The first pair I knit are so small that I thought I should give them to the girls. That's right. Maybe I will. The girls that live down the street that are 5 and 8, the same age as my boys. So we just call them the girls and they're the boys. And it's good. They play soccer together. They have fun. Yeah. It's just a matter of weaving in ends, giving them to somebody, and knitting one more so I have 2 full pairs. I'm going to change the bag they're in, and maybe that will, you know. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to knit these. I call BS. Oh, well. Oh, should I tell you the pattern? Oh, hey. We refinanced our house. There's the deposit slip. These are the Nimble fingerless mitts. Oh, I should at least finish them before the end of the cowl because my team is the Nimble Gnomes, and that would get us extra points for the team. All right, fine. I think I can knit one in like 2 hours. Stop complaining and just do it so I can say they're finished. Okay, so at least they're in a bag that coordinates. Do you match your project bags with your projects? I do. Don't judge me by what you've seen though. You know what else is in here? Patterns. Just a giant stack of patterns I want to knit. Oh no, you thought that was it? No, there's more patterns. This is a Pokeball hat. Oh, the church mouse. I love these. I knit them. I love them. I used some babs. I knit a coordinating cowl, and I lost one of them. And I don't have any more of the yarn, so I should totally knit myself another pair. What else is in here for patterns? Mira, colorwork hat. Oh, the Maya pullover. There's some great detail in that. I mean, I like them. I still want to knit them. The Stranger Things cowl, because everybody loves that. I would not make it reversible, for sure. But I do want that. What else? So these are UFOs that didn't even make it onto the needles. Oh, this one's pretty. I didn't even know I had this. Oh, but of course I like it because it's Maggie Brussel. Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Pretty cowl. Wait. I do have this. I knit it with some Claudia hand paints. No, I totally have it. And it's out on the footstool right now because I've been just like throwing it on as a top layer when I'm cold. It's such a cool design. I need to knit another one. I didn't know I had it all printed out. I wanted to knit another one. Tripod. You never know when you're gonna need a tripod. Selfie stick. Weirdo tripod. Let's throw a weirdo tripod away because it's so bouncy. I hate it. And the selfie stick. Yeah, it doesn't work with my current phone because it like... keep it. You never know when you're gonna need a selfie stick. Oh, I don't have a finished object picture of this. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. There are a lot of finished objects in this bin. I know that. Look at that. So this was the I want to say Lovefool, but that doesn't make sense. It was a Valentine's knit-along for a sock, and I thought that that cable should be on a hat. And this is my Springtime in Paris colorway of Dragonfly Fibers. 95% sure. I do have a project page for this. And so I did a basic hat construction and just took her cable and threw it on. I like the wide ribbing. 3x2. I need to weave in my ends and wear that. It's cute. I have so many pom-poms, but I could put a nice magenta pom-pom on top or gray. Either way, I'm doing it because our Wednesday night soccer is, I've shortened it, right? I changed the session that Tristan's in so that instead of 2.5 hours every Wednesday, we are only there for an hour and a half every Wednesday, but I played Tristan up. But he's not that good that I should be, but he's doing fine. So, you know, he's 5. It's not like they're real competitive at 5. It's in this big field house. And it's so cold in there. So the other mom and I usually end up with our hats, our winter coats zipped up, the boys' coats on our lap. And we just knit. Oh, one of my Halloween bags. Who is this by? I don't remember. It's a random one-off. Yeah, it doesn't even have a tag inside. I don't know. One of the first project bags I bought, and I love it because it's Halloween without screaming Halloween. I love the gray and the purple. So inside here, you guys! Ah! Its mate has been riding around in my car in my little ditty bag that Mom made me. I could probably take a picture and show you what a ditty bag is, but it hangs off my shifter and I keep a sock in it in case, you know, you're in traffic or whatever. You just pick up the sock in it. And I knew I had cast on the second one of these, but I didn't know where it was. And here it is. I found it. So this is some Croy yarn that has very fuzzy memories for me. I knit Roland a baby sweater out of it before Roland was Roland, and we took our family 3-month pictures, like his baby pictures of him at 3 months, and then for our Christmas cards that year, he was only 3 months old. Anyways, he was wearing this sweater in it, so I love that sweater, which is basically a size to fit a baby doll. Like, it's such a tiny sweater, but we have it somewhere. But anyways, I bought some more of the Patton's Croy yarn. Look, it even has a Patriot on it, to make myself a pair of socks so that I could see them and feel happy, because in my living room we have family photos in the 4 corners of the room, and now that Tristan's 5, every, like, you know, you replace the oldest one with a new one, and it feels weird to have one of the 3 of us without Tristan up. So even though I love that picture of baby Roland, it's been replaced, so these will just make me happy. So can't even tell you how much that was upsetting me that I could not find that. So I'm not putting them back in this project bag. They are gonna go back in the car. What else? What else? What else? This is another giant bird leg bags, box bag. There are TARDISes on this. It wasn't a custom made project bag. It's the Starry Night Vincent van Gogh one. It wasn't custom made, but we definitely talked about it. She didn't have the fabric in yet. It was coming. She knew I was gonna love it. That type of thing. And then inside of the bag is this beautiful nighttime fabric. So, oh yes, let's see what this one's called. Another 2015 project. Maybe not, maybe not. I could be wrong. Yep, it's the Petra, designed by Connie, Chang, Chinchio. Sorry, I only have this little tiny picture. So it's basically I'm gonna say it's a smock with a cable across the chest. And I decided that I wanted it for summertime-ish, and so I would knit it out of cotton. Lion brand cotton on size 8s, I want to say. They look really big. Nope, they're not that big. 7s, 4.5 millimeter needles. Looks like this way. So it's knit this direction. That's as far as I got. Cotton is an unforgiving yarn, and I am not always the most consistent in my stitches, and wool just forgives that, right? And I feel like I'm too much of a perfectionist to have cotton garments. So I think I'm gonna frog this, even though I have this much knit out of it. I don't like it. I don't want to wear it. I liked the idea of the cable up here, but the overall, and I like the sideways construction, but the overall garment itself isn't really my speed. So, frog it. Guys, Oh my gosh, I'm taking it off the needles because I'm not gonna, do you do this? Do you have such a aversion to throwing away work? I've got to be I don't know if I'm a product. I have to be a product knitter, yeah. Because the thought of having put in time and then throwing that time away makes me crazy. So now I don't have a choice. Okay. Done. Next, we have, whose bag is this? Whose bag is this? I know, it's Knitter's Nook, Uli. It's one of her bags, although I don't see a label on it, but I know that's what it is. And I see emergency sock knitting. This is some DVD I got before I started participating in the monthly sock club, and it is the Sanctuary colorway. I was doing an afterthought heel. It's movie theater knitting. Here's the second one, working my way up the foot. I love those colors, aren't they great? It's nothing like an aqua and a purple for me. Perhaps maybe my favorite colors. So that's in here. It's gonna stay in here. Yeah, I don't really have one that matches better. So that's gonna stay. It's just grab it and go if I need something. This was my first attempt at the Hexa-ghan. I was gonna do a color flow to the point that I sorted my fingering weight stash by color. I have a thing about that. So I made a bin of red, a bin of purples, and a bin of blue greens. Or maybe red and purple were together and blue had its own and green had its own. Because I do have way more blue-green than any other color. So this was the start. It was gonna start at the top with red. And it's pretty, right? I know. But the other Hexa-ghan that I kind of threw this one aside, and with my advent I started a second one with the minis that I got from my swap partner. That one was more random colors, and that one has a lot of wool-miza in it, which I don't own, and so that makes it a little more special to me. Excuse my slurp. So I don't feel like this would match in with it very well. Opal. What else can I tell you? Opal. That's something twinkle toes. I never knit. Yeah, it's right up there. I never knit anything out of it. That's some J-wool. That's some Malabrigo. I love that color. Archangel or something. That's Chocolate Covered Cherries by Colorforia. This one. I was having a bad day and I went to my LYS and bought some Claudia hand paints. And it was this color. That might have been the day I cast this on. I don't know. That's Cascade Heritage. This is Into the World. So I've got a blanket piece. I'm obviously not frogging that. But, whoop! Oh, here's another Imagine Knitting that never made it onto my needles, but really should. So last year and this year, Crafty Bingo, I've put a colorwork accessory on there, thinking that that colorwork accessory should be the spooky Selbu. Selbu? I think I could show it to you with that. Which are colorwork Halloween mittens. Every year we go trick-or-treating, like a lot of parents do. And in New Hampshire, without fail, sometimes it snows, sometimes it's 20 degrees, like it's always freezing. And I'm always surprised by the coldness of October 31st. I don't know why. I shouldn't be. But I thought it would be nice to have some colorwork mitts, nice and warm, Halloween themed, just random hanging out in there. That's so not where it goes. And yeah, so I put it on my Crafty Bingo as something I wanted to do for the last few years, but I haven't done it yet. So look at this. Look at this. Oh, there's more. Oh my God, you guys. This is where projects go to die. So here's Pom Pom. Must have a mate somewhere. I went on a colorwork binge. So here's a hat. Can't even see the colorwork. It's too tonal. Here's, oh, I like this one. But I can't even tell. Can you tell what that is? Does this fit me? Since it's day 2 hair. Not really. I have a big noggin. If I wear it like that. No, it doesn't really fit me. But it'd be a nice present for someone. Okay, so this is kind of, if the sock and that sweater were the reason I started this, this is another one. The twins that Steve's coworker had, I knit this, and there's another one, this one, for another set of boy twins, but I was so slow in knitting them that the boys were too big by the time I got them to them, got finished. So I ended up doing something else as a gift for them. So I wish I had like a baby coat hanger, but yeah, these are perfect, right? Done. Put them in the mail. Actually, no, Steve's going to Denver in February and he can give them that. And then I had knit this one for their big sister to match with that one. But I didn't get the button on it. The other ones have cat buttons. Green and blue. I'm trying to think. I know I knit these when we went to Disney. Mom, Roland, and I could easily just toss this and not cry about it. I might. Unless this is some of that blue yarn. I might have to look at what this yarn is and I might frog it. Oh, here's one with a pom-pom. Does this one fit me? I have all these great intentions. I need to gift these. Next year, teachers, this is what they're getting. Don't worry, I'll give them a fresh wash. That one has hearts on it. Oh, and here's the one that started it all. Remember the year that this was the thing at Rhinebeck? Yeah. So I have this one that has a progress paper on it, and it doesn't need to have on it. That one, and this one. I definitely like the green on this better. Oh, and the ends are woven in. I've probably worn this one. Oh no, but look, it doesn't really fit me. No good. I probably knit that one first, decided it didn't fit me. What's this? Just a piece of lint. And then I cast on this one. Because, you know, big head. Could put a nice palm on it. Okay, here's another one. I knit this, knit 2 of this pattern, which you can't really see. That's some Into the World. And I gifted one. Here's a Christmas project bag. Oh, this one. This one. Remember this. I thought it was so clever. Guys! It's the missing. The missing. Sometimes being disorganized doesn't pay. Okay. I think I will wear this in celebration of having found it. So, isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. So this was in a knit simple? Knit scene? Knit scene. Not knit simple. Knit scene. A hat that says hat. And I love the font of it too. I don't know where this. Does it fit me? Yes, it does. I'm gonna wear this. It needs a big white pom-pom. Version 1 of Game of Thrones hat I knit for Steve's best friend. So there's the dire wolf, and then this side says winter's coming, and I used some alpaca. It's a very expensive hat. Should probably just give it to Steve. He could wear it now. It's super soft, and Steve really has always liked an alpaca hat till he shrinks them. Also, hello, I have all these hats and a husband who needs hats. This one's pretty. Green, black, green, gray, and red. Maybe he'll want that. I'm gonna offer him some of these. Okay. All right, and we're at the bottom of the pile, which is, my arm's hot. A whale baby sweater I knit for Tristan, but never got it to him. Got it finished, got the buttons on it for him to wear. Like, it is finished. Look at it, it's finished. I clearly did not change my needle size with the color work. Can you see how the shoulders are huge and the waist is itty bitty compared to the shoulder width? I don't know if you know any babies or toddlers, preschoolers, but their body shape is the reverse of this. They got that big old belly that sticks out when they eat, usually. At least in my house, that's how our babies looked. So yeah. Any kid that the belly would fit, the shoulders would be huge on. That's what I'm thinking. But it is a finished, I don't know what to do with that. It's Cascade 220. Maybe I'll just donate it. What do you think? Ends and all. We'll give it to Goodwill. Somebody can salvage the yarn if they want. I don't want to. I like the little whales though. They are super cute. Okay. 3 more bags. And then we are done with this monumentally long episode. So this is, what does this say? Kids Obstacle Course at Berwick Academy. That is something we did last April vacation, I want to say. And it looks to me like I have no idea what this is. It's just a bag with loose bits of acrylic yarn and some needles. The bag is it a silver shed? No, it's a Knitting Nook bag, again, by Heelby. And I knit, oh, I know what this is. I knit Tristan a sweater out of this soft and sleek, chunky, low pill acrylic yarn. And it had stripes of these colors in it. And I wanted to, the stripes were all over stripes, sorry. I wanted to knit myself one to kind of mommy and me it. We got loose tips. Wanted to knit myself one to coordinate. That's definitely not Yowza. But only put like 1 stripe of red, 1 stripe of blue, 1 stripe of teal. Otherwise have it be a gray sweater. I love the idea. He's almost outgrown his though. Those look like they were about 10s. This recommends a 10. Don't put it back in the bag, Stephanie. If you put it back in the bag, you won't think of it. I guess I should just put it in the frog pile, even though it was never begun. Yep. And then these can go with my other acrylic scraps. And if I get to a point where I want to cast it on, I know where to find it. It's not hidden in the bottom of a bag. This one is a Bling Your String bag. Has a cute green inside. Oh, this is what I used to make the elephant amigurumi pattern. I print, the pattern's free. It's red heart. So you buy the cake and you knit it. I think you could get 2 out of it. Yeah, that's what they're showing, the color combo you could do. Since my elephant was for Tristan, I used a blue yarn instead of pink for the shirt portion of the elephant. I'm sure he would have been fine with pink, but that's what I did. And guys, it's another pair of gangers. Can't help it. I've bought a lot of inexpensive snips, and it's really worth paying more to get good snips. So this is what I have that's left. I should make something out of it. I know that there were several patterns. It's free on the Red Heart website. I don't want to knit another elephant, but there were several. There was like a mouse, maybe a lion. There were a lot of crochet ones, a mermaid. You could get these at Joann's and then print the patterns yourself at home. So I should make something with those. I'm going to put it, because they're acrylic. They're lightweight acrylic. Okay, last but maybe least is this Silver Shed or Front Range? I think it's Front Range bags. It's a pretty one. Another pink, right? I'm not a pink girl. Oh, okay. This is not that old. These, I was knitting a lot of acrylic baby sweaters recently, because we know a lot of people having acrylic babies. No, having babies. And yeah, here's an Easter stitch marker. So maybe that's around the time. I can remember sitting at Starbucks working on this. Yellow measuring tape. Wow, this bag is super heavy and there's nothing in it. Oh, that might have told me. A date on a receipt. Why is this so heavy? There's an internal zipper. Maybe there's nothing in that pocket. Okay. Nothing in there. Strange. It also has hooks on the inside to clip your stitch markers to. And a zipper. I mean, there's a lot of make in this bag. And this is a pouch. So, I think her, last time I looked, her shop had like one bag in it. A pretty Christmas ornament one. So I don't think she makes a lot of bags anymore. But I don't know. That's Front Range bags if you're looking for like a really technical, lots of pockets bag at a very affordable price. But the project that was in there, oh, see, look at this. It's an acrylic, hideous green. I was trying to use up green. God, that's so ugly. I don't want to give this to anyone. Oh, and my jogless striping in the back does not look good. No, just no. Just no. Sometimes it doesn't even matter how much work you've put into it. If you know it's no good, it's no good. Cooler minds have prevailed. I don't know what to call it, but okay. Am I gonna frog this to try and save acrylic yarn? No, I'm not. And that's it, guys. That is it. We accomplished all my goals. I'm so excited. How many things? I don't even know. I maybe have to keep a count. Sorry to turn sideways to you, but I would like to get this wound up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 projects to finish. That's great. These are 100% all the UFOs I ever had. Still going on. Yeah. So, I'm pretty pumped to have gone through that. This purple bucket is not allowed to have anything knitting in it. I don't know what it is allowed to have in it, but I really just wanted to... You know what this is? This purple bucket may be for laundry, right? Or soaking things, because it's got those nice handles. I think I got it at Christmas tree shop. Okay. I'm going to stop talking because I've been talking for like ever for me. So, thanks so much for coming on this finish or frog it journey with me. And I hope that you found some inspiration to tackle your UFO bin and clean it out and get it to a place where it fits in one drawer. Take care. Have a good day.